So in this quick video, I'm going to show you how to actually get more customers from Google for completely free in 2026. And I'm sure you get a lot of calls of people trying to sell you websites, all this SEO stuff. This is what actually works. And this video is specifically for contractors. So roofers, electricians, landscapers, plumbers, home remodelers. If you're a contractor or you have a local service-based business, this is specifically for you. So let's just get straight into it. So as you can see on my screen, this is a quick guide that we put together based on the new Google algorithm updates. So if you're not aware, Google changed the algorithms start of this year. So what used to work no longer works, and a lot of things have changed, and that's what I'm going to go over in this video. And don't worry, I'm not going to go into all this technical stuff. You just want to learn how to get more customers. So I tried to keep this video as simple as possible. But as you can see, we're going to go over how to get more customers from Google for free. So Google scores every local business, and scoring higher, more customers find you instead of your competitor. It's simple. But what actually allows you to score higher? That's what I'm going to show you here. So as you can see, the biggest impact on your Google ranking is your Google profile. Then it's your reviews, your website, other sites linking to you, how people interact with you, your details on other sites. So you might get these people from Checker Trade or Yale trying to tell you that's the most important thing. It's not. It's just how your Google page is set up. That will determine how many people can find you online. And obviously, if more customers can find you, more customers can call you, the more money you make. That's why we all start a business, right? So let's just go over quickly what the biggest things that have changed recently. So new reviews every month is the biggest 2026 change. So in the past, if you just had 100 reviews and your competitor had 15, you would just rank higher because you have 100, they have 15. However, the recent update, Google is now rewarding businesses for recency. So it's not just about how many reviews you have. Like, Google doesn't care if you have 100 reviews from 4 years ago. They now care about how active is your profile. And Google is recommending the profiles that are the most active. So if you have a lot of reviews coming in 2026, let's say you have 25 reviews in 2026, even if those are your only 25 reviews, you will rank higher than someone who's not had a review for the last 3 years, even if they have more reviews than you. And this is massive. That's why it's so important to be collecting reviews. As you do a job, just message the person or do it right there and then ask them for a review. Obviously, it's easier to just message the person or just have an automation set up that can do that for you. However, even if you want to just do it manually and handle it yourself, it's so important to be getting reviews right now. I cannot emphasize this enough. It's about how recent your reviews are. So as it says here, 10 reviews from last month beat 200 from 2 years ago. Google now cares when you got the review, not just how many. And this is massive, especially if you're a newer company or you don't have many reviews, because this allows you to compete with the bigger companies who have loads of reviews. As long as you can just get a lot of reviews in, then you actually stand a chance. So this is the first and most important thing right now. If you only take one thing from this video, it's the importance of getting reviews at the moment. That is the biggest thing that is impacting how high you rank on Google. And then comes your star rating. So again, you don't want to just get reviews. There's no point in having 20 reviews, but they're all 1 star. Obviously, Google will not recommend you. It's about getting 5-star Google reviews. And obviously, that just comes down to doing good work. So I can't tell you how to do good work. That's your job. But it's important that you're doing good work. You're making your customers happy. And then obviously asking them for a review afterwards. And I know it's easy to forget, which is why we do just give an automated system to our customers. But even if you don't want any system in place, you just want to handle this yourself, it's just important that you're asking for reviews at the moment. So third is then how many reviews you have. So as you can see, how many reviews is no longer number one. In the past, you just need a bunch of reviews, you're number one. But now, if you have new reviews and if you have a higher star rating, then that's more important than how many reviews you actually have. I forgot to say here, but 3 in 10 people will not call anyone under 4.5 stars. And that has jumped from 1 in 10 just last year. So as you can see, this is a massive jump. A lot of people are only working with people who have exceptional reviews. And that's because customers have more options than ever. So if a customer has loads of options, why would they pick the person with 4.1 stars when they can pick the person with 5 stars? It's like anything. When you buy something on Amazon, what do? You check the reviews. And the ones that have the highest reviews and the highest rating are the ones that you're going to buy. It's simple. But customers are buying in the exact same way right now, your services. So it's important that not only you have recent reviews, but your reviews are actually of a good rating. And then obviously getting lots of reviews is still important. More reviews means more trust. Reviews with words count more than a star on its own. That's also another thing. You don't want to just get 5-star with no description. You want the customer to actually outline what it is specifically that you did, so that other customers who are in the exact same position can read that and say, oh wait, I'm in that exact same spot right now. Maybe I should work with this company. So yeah, obviously more reviews equals more trust. It's simple. As I said, when you buy anything online, that's just how it works. Then number 4 is what customers write about you. So Google reads every review. A customer writing fast plumber in Bromley helps you rank for that exact search. So you don't want to just get reviews of saying, oh, John did a great job, full stop. Like, yes, that's a positive review and it's 5 stars. However, it doesn't tell Google anything about what you actually do. You want your customers to leave a review with as much detail as possible. So if you're a plumber, you want reviews to have emergency plumber. You want reviews to have the actual location that you're based in, because that then allows Google to identify your company as a solution to people who are searching for that problem. So now when someone else in Bromley has a plumbing issue and they type plumber near me, your company will come up because Google has seen the keywords. It aligns that your company might be a good fit for this customer. So you don't just want loads of reviews, you also want reviews with a good description. So before we move on to number 5, let me show you what this actually looks like in practice. So pretend I'm a customer and I'm looking for a plumber in Bromley. This is what a customer would typically search up. They'll put plumber near me, or whatever your service is, landscaper near me, and then they will see these companies here. So these companies here have paid to be here. These are the sponsored results. So again, you can run Google ads, but again, as I promised in this video, I'm going to show you how to get more customers for free. So to be top here, you have to actually pay. But then a lot of customers will actually just scroll down until they see these companies here. So let's pick this company, for example, Bromley Plumbers Limited. So based on what we've just seen on the importance of reviews, you can just see why this company is top. They have 815 5-star average reviews. That's insane. So, of course, this company is ranking high. That doesn't mean they do better work than what you would do. However, because they have so many reviews, they have so much trust. And because they have so much trust, people are picking them fast. So, let's actually go to their reviews. And as you can see, the reviews aren't just 800 reviews from 5 years ago. They are recent. The first one here is from a month ago, 4 months ago, a month ago, 4 months ago, 4 months ago, 2 months ago. So these are recent reviews. So again, this company is not just ranking highest for total amount of reviews. They also have recent reviews. They're also responding to their reviews, which is massive. And as you can see, these aren't just simple reviews like, oh, John did a great job. No, these are descriptive reviews saying it includes the location, it includes details about the job that the company actually did. And then they're applying to the review that they're getting, which again signals to Google that the page is actually active. A lot of companies, they have reviews from 2 years ago, they haven't replied to any of them. So guess what? In Google's mind, they are not an active company anymore. So to show Google that you're active, you want to constantly be getting new reviews that are actually detailed, and you want to constantly be replying to these reviews with the right keywords and actually show Google that you are a real company who cares about your customers, number 1, does good work, number 2, but is actually active, which is the most important thing you need to communicate to Google. So let's go back to this document, and as you can see, number 5 is picking the right category, and more people mess this up than you would think. So instead of having the category as contractor, you want to have it as what you actually do. So in this case, emergency plumber. Because as it says here, if you set the wrong category, Google won't show you. And if you put contractor as your category, you're never going to show up, because no customer is searching contractor near me. No, they're searching for the specific service that you offer. Plumber near me, landscaper near me, roofer near me. So you want to have your categories set correctly. You want your profile to be fully filled in. So every blank field loses you ground. A full profile gets 70% more visits than an empty one. So your Google My Business profile, I'll show you in a second what that looks like, but you want everything to be filled in. If you leave things empty, you're just leaving money on the table, honestly, because you're restricting the amount of new customers who will actually find you. A page for each service. Google wants 1 page per service. 1 page trying to cover everything ranks for nothing. So in your actual website, you don't want to just have 1 page. You want to have individual pages per service, and you also want to have individual pages per area, which is number 8. So let me show you what these things look like in practice. So going back to our example plumbing company, as you can see, they have all of their services clearly shown here. And that means when someone types drainage cleaning near me, they will show up. Tap repair near me, they will show up. Sewer cleaning near me, they will show up. All of these different services, they will be ranking. And a lot of contractors, the mistake they make is they either don't fill this in at all, so Google doesn't even know the services that they offer, or they only put 1 or 2 things. So that's just limiting the amount of reach that they will get, which limits the amount of visibility they get to new customers, limits the amount of jobs they get, limits the amount of money they make. Again, I'm hoping you see how all of these things actually links to you making money directly. So again, their profile is fully filled out. They've got their address here. They've got their number here, so someone can just click here and actually call them. Again, a lot of contractors don't have that. They have their website clearly linked. So let's actually go onto their website. And as you can see, the website, it loads quickly, which is a massive plus. They have a form here where a new customer comes on here. They don't have to think, oh, how do I contact this company? Straight away, their number is here. If I click this, it will actually call the company, which is great. They've got all their reviews showcased. There's a form here where someone can put their name, their number, and inquire straight away. But as I was saying, it's important to have different pages for different services. So they've got a page here for general plumbing. So if someone's just looking for plumbing, they will show up. Emergency plumbing. If someone's looking for an emergency plumber, they will show up. Leak detection. If someone's looking for someone to detect a leak, they will show up. I'm hoping you're starting to see the pattern here. Your website, a lot of contractors, they just see this website as this fancy thing that doesn't really do anything. No, your website is a salesperson for you if you have it structured correctly. You want to have different pages per service you offer, and you want different pages per location. So again, this company, areas covered. Now, all of these different areas have a dedicated page. So let's click the Bexley one. Exactly. So now they've got a dedicated page. So now they're not just showing up for plumbers near me in Bromley. They're showing up in Abbey Wood, in Beckenham, in Bellingham, in Bexley, in Bickley, in Biggin Hill, in Blackheath. You want different pages per area that you cover so that you rank in that specific area. A lot of contractors, again, they just have 1 page which has a bit of information about what they do, but they're not ranking for different services and they're not ranking for different areas. So your website, you want that to have a different page per service and a different page per area so that you rank highly in those specific areas and for those specific services. So again, let's go back to their homepage here. They've got a WhatsApp integration. So if a customer just wants to message them directly on WhatsApp, they can click here straight away. Again, it's all about making it easy for someone to reach out to you. A lot of contractors, they have a get a quote form, which they have to fill out this long form. A lot of customers don't want to do that. They can't be bothered. They'll just move on to the next bloke on Google, and that's who they'll call. You want your number to be front and center like it is here, so someone can actually just call you straight away. And you want WhatsApp or whatever channel you use to be front and center too, so a customer can just click there and reach out to you directly. The easier it is for a customer to reach out to you, the more likely a customer is to reach out to you. It's that simple. And again, they call us now, so they constantly have buttons here where someone can call them, because that's ultimately what you want. You don't want someone sending you an email. Let's be honest. No one checks email anymore. You want someone either messaging you directly on text or WhatsApp, or you just want someone to call you straight away. So, as you can see, this website is just structured really well. And this is why this company is ranking very highly on Google. So, as you can see, this company is doing all 8 of these things, which is why they are showing up on Google, and which is why it's easy for new customers to find them online. If you want me to send you this guide, by the way, just comment guide in the comments and I'll send it straight to you so you can go through it yourself in your own time. But what are the key takeaways from this video? Well, number 1 is your reviews. Your star rating, how many reviews you have and when you got them. This is so important. And this is the easiest signal to grow. Google made reviews even more important in 2026. So reviews were important before, but now reviews are more important than ever. Reviews communicate to Google you're an active company, you do good work, and you're worth being recommended. And as it says here, 97 out of 100 people read reviews before choosing a tradesperson. And fresh reviews every month matter more than a big total from years ago, as I mentioned. So you want a system in place where you're constantly getting your reviews. So as you do jobs, a review request should just constantly be going out to new customers so that you get more reviews, so that you rank higher, so that you get more customers who then leave you reviews. And that's how you can spiral and actually just grow your company. Your Google profile, so your free listing on Google Maps. The category you pick is the most important thing Google looks at. So setting the right categories, the right services, that is essential. As it says here, customers are 2.7 times more likely to trust you when your profile is complete and up to date. So again, there's some practical steps here for this. So pick a specific category, add real job photos every few weeks. That's another thing that other company did really well. They had great pictures of their work. So make sure you're constantly taking pictures, adding them to your Google page and also to your website. Keep your hours correct. List every service you offer in the services tab. And then in terms of getting reviews, ask every happy customer the same day you finish the job. Again, customers are way more likely to leave a review when they've just got the excitement of the job being completed than 5 weeks later. So you want to be quick getting them to leave a review. Send a review link by text, not email. Customers are way more likely to reply to a text. As I said, people don't really look at email anymore. Reply to every review, good or bad, within 24 hours. Again, this signals to Google that you're an active company and they should recommend you more. And aim for 4 or more new reviews every month. So if you're watching this, I'm sure you do more than 4 jobs a month. And even if you don't, you should constantly be getting a review for every single job you do. And if there's even past customers that you have never asked for a review, get them to leave you a review now. Because as I said, reviews is the most important thing that signals to Google that you are worth recommending to new customers. For your website, Google reads your website to know what you do and where. So one page trying to cover everything ranks for nothing. So having one page, you don't want that. Ensure you actually have a website that has a page per service and a page per area, which tells Google exactly what to show you for and where. So having different pages per service you offer and per area that you operate in just tells Google, look, you should recommend me for service in area. So the more of those combinations you have, the more likely you are to show up. So if someone in Bexley types plumber near me, you'll show up. If someone in Brumley types plumber near me, you will also show up. So this just signals to Google that you are worth being recommended for this specific service in this specific area. And if you have a lot of reviews of people saying you offer this specific service in this specific area, then of course you're going to rank higher. And that just signals to Google that you're even more worth recommending. So the practical steps here is one page per service. So go through your website and create one page per service, e.g. boiler repair, bathroom fitting, gas work. One page per town or area that you cover. So again, it signals that you offer these services in this area. Your phone and address must match your Google profile exactly. Preferably you want your number to be front and center because you want people to be calling you, right? You don't want people sending you a bunch of emails. So your number should be the front and center. And then make sure your site loads fast on a phone. A lot of customers, they would check these things on a phone. So check your website on the phone and make sure it looks good and it actually runs quickly. Because if the website is slow, guess what? A customer's not patient. They have a lot of options. They'll click off your website and they'll call one of your competitors and the next person they find on Google. And finally, clicks, calls, and directions. Every time someone calls you from Google, asks for directions, or clicks your website, Google records it. The more this happens, the higher you rank, and it keeps building. And as it says here, Google is where 71% of all local searches happen. So again, you might have people telling you, use Checkertrade or use Yelp. Yes, these things might still work, even though I've heard some pretty negative things recently about these companies. However, Google is the most important thing when it comes to getting customers online. As it says, 71% of all local searches happen there. One well-ranked Google profile sends more calls than Checkertrade, Yelp, and Bark combined. And the best part is it's free. Checkertrade will charge you all of this money and might not even get you any results. Google is free and it will get you loads of results. So again, practical steps: make sure your phone number is right so people can call in one tap. Make it as easy as possible for customers to reach out to you, and more customers will. Add a booking link to your profile so people can act straight away. Reply to messages sent through Google quickly, and keep adding photos so your profile looks active and open for business. So constantly be making new posts, posting new pictures of your work. So this communicates to Google that you're an active company, and then it communicates to customers who find you that you're also an active company who's actively doing good work. And again, the more customers who find you, the more customers who call you, the more money you make. So to end this video, let me go over these stats. 97% of people check reviews before choosing a tradesperson. So if you haven't gathered from this video, reviews are very important. Prioritize that. 2.7 times more trust when your Google profile is complete and verified. So go through and verify and complete your profile, fill everything in, make sure it's all optimized according to the Google standards. 70% more visits to a full profile versus a half-finished one. So just make sure you just go and do this properly. If you don't fill things out properly, you are restricting the amount of customers that you are getting. So I hope you find this video useful. And if you're thinking, wow, mate, that's a lot of information, I can't be bothered to do this all myself, or I'm just too busy, or this just sounds too technical, that's exactly where our team at Leafy Local comes in, and we can help you out to just do everything I've shown you in this video. But in this video, I've given you all the information you need to do it yourself. So if you want to just go ahead and do it yourself, feel free. But if you want to learn more about how we can just help you to do all of this and more, then feel free to reach out in the description. You should see a link to our website. But anyway, I hope you find this video useful and take action. That's the most important thing.